Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched WWE NXT episodes 516 and 517 broadcast on July 17th and July 24th, 2019. So I'm doing something a little bit different for these couple of episodes so I can get caught up. So I am now caught up on NXT, but I am still 2 episodes behind on NXT UK. So at some point in the next couple of days, I'll be watching and getting caught up and record an episode of episode 52 and 53, I think, of NXT UK. So that I'm caught up on that as well. These are both pretty good episodes. I'm getting super excited for TakeOver Toronto. They've announced a couple of matches here. I don't remember if they announced the official matches like outside of the show, but then like further developed what's going on with those. One match that was made in these 2 episodes. We'll get to that. Let's start with the first episode. We opened up in episode 516 with Matt Riddle versus Arturo Ruas. Matt Riddle won this match via I think it was a jumping knee strike, and then he just was wailing on him on the ground. And then Killian Dane came and attacked Matt Riddle as he was celebrating his victory. And what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. He made a statement with his return, and I'm excited to see what happens next. He just flat out just jumped with those sentons right onto Matt Riddle. No way that those weren't extremely painful. Like, however prepared you are for that, that's a big dude just jumping right on you. But I guess it's better than having like the bone of his elbow jabbing in between your ribs or something like that. But anyway, let's see. We see outside of not the Performance Center, outside of an arena at one of their live events, Mia Yim kills Marina in the parking lot and smashes her in the car door. And that's pretty brutal. She's going after all of the 4 horsewomen. And then we had Dexter Lumis, who's a strange fellow. I had not seen him in the ring before. I had only seen him in the Performance Center Combine. And he seems like a beast, absolute beast of a man. But his persona in the ring, he's from unknown origins. He's very weird, and I'm not sure I know what's going on, because he's wearing jeans, but they are like white, kind of sparkly jeans. It's weird. It's weird, but I kind of dig it. Then we had Bronson Reed, who is his opponent. Bronson Reed won via a very, very big splash. I don't know if he was at the very top rope, but yeah, he got the win, and he advances in the breakout tournament. We have the Forgotten Sons confront Tyler Breeze backstage, and he calls what's his name? Not Jackson Riker, not Wesley Blake, but the other guy. He calls him Buddy Murphy. Or he says, "Didn't you used to be Buddy Murphy?" or something like that. But anyway, they're talking trash to him, and he says, "Guess what, boys? I've seen everything." I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I don't know. I liked it. I like Tyler Breeze, just seeing him in general. Then we had a great match between Kushida and Apollo Crews. There's this friggin' crazy flip, like off of the turnbuckle. It was kind of like a Spanish fly in a way, but it was like it made more sense than a Spanish fly. It was, man, even though it was crazier than that, it made more sense, like, because it went in directly into an armbar. It was crazy. Like, it was awesome. It was awesome. Kushida is great. So is Apollo Crews. Kushida won via submission for that match. And then our main event was going to be Adam Cole versus a Cleveland fellow named Dejuan Tucker. I think is his name, something like that. But he's from Cleveland. He was part of the wrestling school that Johnny Gargano went to first thing when he won his championship. He went there and celebrated with his old crew, I guess. But Johnny Gargano comes out after Tucker does, and they have a big old brawl, Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. So that leads us into the next episode. That as a result of that, I think it was announced, because it wasn't announced on this episode, but like on Twitter or something shortly after that. William Regal, oh my god, his segment in the next episode, he's like, so I don't even know how to, he's so funny. Like, he's super like excited, but he's also like being condescending at the same, like I like it a lot. But anyway, I think on Twitter or something, he announced that at TakeOver Toronto, it will be Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls, but each fall will be a different stipulation. That the first fall, Johnny Gargano would choose what the stipulation is. The second fall, Adam Cole chooses the stipulation is, and then if it goes to a third fall, it is will be chosen by William Regal at that time. So I don't think it'll be announced until it actually happens, if it does happen, which it probably is going to happen. But yeah, we in the next episode we find out what the first 2 stipulations are. In NXT episode 517, we open up with Jordan Myles versus Angel Garza. I have to correct myself from the last episode. Angel Garza is Humberto Carrillo's cousin, not Raul Mendoza. I couldn't remember that correctly, obviously. So apologies. My information was incorrect. I should have known that they weren't talking about it at all. So I should have taken it as signals that, like, every single time we've seen Angel Garza, it has been mentioned. I believe it has been mentioned every single time that he's related to Humberto Carrillo. So I should have known. They would have actually, especially since he was in the ring with Humberto Carrillo, they would have mentioned that they're cousins. Like, then, like, I don't know why I was so dumb about that. But anyway, okay, cool. My package, the packages I was waiting for did arrive today in time. So I'm about to leave, like late tonight. I'm going to leave for Galactic Swag Expo. Go to demonjackal.com for more information about that. And I just got notification that the second package I was waiting for just got delivered. So I'm going to do that after I finish recording this episode. But anyway, Jordan Myles versus Angel Garza. Another excellent match. Jordan Myles is fantastic, as is Angel Garza. Jordan Myles gets the win, and he will advance to the final of the breakout tournament. So the other semifinal match will be next week, which should be between Bronson Reed and I threw away my notes from all the previous episodes, but the other winner of the other side of the quarter of the segment thing of the bracket, whatever. Anyway, I think that will be next week, and then we'll have the final the week after that, I think. But yeah, after this match, Shane Thorne was very mad about the breakout tournament. He said, well, I don't need a tournament breakout because I'm breakout all my own and all that kind of thing. He does not have that kind of accent. It doesn't sound like that at all. He's Australian. Johnny Gargano, for his stipulation, he chooses a street fight. So that'll be pretty cool. Bianca Belair defeats Xia Li. She's a little bit brutal about it, but this is a good match. Very good match. I like both of them very much. Another backstage security cam footage of Mia Yim murdering Jessamine Duke using the lockers, just smashing her head into the lockers and stuff like that. That was pretty intense. Pretty intense. Will she go directly after Shayna Baszler next, or is she just taking care of the minions so that they can't interfere with a match if she does have a match with Shayna Baszler? I don't think it's been announced who Shayna is defending against. Is it Mia Yim? I'm not sure, but it has to be. That's what we've got. Candice LeRae and Io Shirai. They're doing their own separate thing right now, so it's got to be Mia versus Shayna. Then we have Roderick Strong and Velveteen Dream talking to each other, and then out comes Pete Dunne, who wants in on that North American Championship action. And so it will be a triple threat match at NXT TakeOver Toronto. Strong goes backstage. This is the segment I was talking about, complaining to William Regal, and Regal is like really excited to talk to him, and then also to be a complete dick to Roderick Strong. You're like, you absolutely do. He does not have that accent. You absolutely do deserve that. And so you will have that match, but also Pete Dunne will have that match. He's like, well, let me have a match against Pete Dunne next week then. He's like, well, I'll think about it. That's probably not going to happen. But if it does, it's going to be a hell of a match. Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong. I think that's the match. They had a match before on a takeover, and it was pretty fantastic. But I am so excited. I wasn't really all that excited for Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong because I think we've seen that match before. And it's going to be a good, solid match. But now you add Pete Dunne in the mix, and that's like a super score multiplier. That it's going to be more than twice as good. It's going to be like 10 times as good, this being a triple threat, and I'm super excited for it. And then we have KSC Catanzaro fight Io Shirai, of course, with the strobe light seizure-inducing entrance yet again. Before the match can get underway too much, Candice LeRae attacks Io, and the match it's called off. And they brawl and all that. So, I'm excited to see them have an actual... oh my God, she did this dive to the outside, sending Io into the guardrails, and I don't understand the physics of how that even happened. Like, the way she flew out of there, it was like, because usually when you jump, there's like an arc to your jump, but she like went straight out through the ropes. It was like, there was no arc to her. I don't know how to explain it. Just, I don't know. If I watched it again, it probably would make sense. But just seeing it the first time, I'm like, how did she even do that? That's crazy. Like, I know they commonly do that kind of move. Like, everybody does that kind of move. But the way she did it, and the apparent lack of physics for a moment is pretty cool. Adam Cole chooses his stipulation for the championship match, and his is wrestling. Just regular wrestling. It'll just be a regular match for the second fall. Because apparently, he says, Johnny Gargano, even though he's called Johnny Wrestling, can't win a regular wrestling match. Fair point. Very fair point. And then we have a fantastic match between Keith Lee and Damian Priest. Man, just go check out this match. Both these guys, I'm looking forward to see them more and more in the future. Damian Priest comes away with the win. And Keith, he was interviewed in the episode before, kind of frustrated with, not really frustrated, but like reflecting on his time. He's been in NXT for a year, but he hasn't gotten the same kind of opportunities that other people have. That there's this whole breakout tournament, and they're kind of, the people in that are kind of bypassing him, who has been working for the last year and all that kind of stuff. But it's lots of fair points all around. I don't find a lot of delusional nonsense on NXT as far as characters' motivations go. I mean, they're not to say that nobody is delusional or anything like that, but their delusions are based in stuff that makes sense if there are people who are delusional. So yeah. Oh no. Well, I don't know. Forgotten Sons. They are just straight up delusional sometimes, thinking that they're so good. But yeah, that does. I'm caught up on NXT. I'm that's great news. I think we have 2 more episodes before NXT Takeover. I will be able to watch that. Maybe I'll watch it like in the airport and stuff, because I will be doing that Wednesday. I'll be flying out. If people are listening, that Wednesday I'll be flying out somewhere, and I'll be flying back the next day before I go to Toronto. So if you do that's a big like spoiler to any. If I don't think anybody who listens to this is relevant to that. To spoiling something, but so hopefully I'll be able to stay on top of things next week and the week after that, so that Takeover comes and I just get right in there and talk about it right after the show. And I'm so excited for that whole weekend. The meet and greets are going to be awesome. I have too many tickets for those, but I'm gonna enjoy every moment of that trip, assuming that I don't get, assuming that I am allowed to be in Canada. Why would I not be allowed in Canada? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. They didn't get me in trouble last time I went to Canada, but maybe they will this time. I don't know. But there's no reason why they're. I don't know. You never know. You never know. I hope there's no reason to not let me go to Canada. But let me know what you thought about these 2 episodes of NXT. Very soon I'll be talking about NXT UK from the last 2 weeks. So tweet me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. And stay safe out there in all of the infinite multiverses. And I'll see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Bye.